After joining PhD, I was trying to get to know different people in my department, and I happened to speak to one girl. We got along well. Over the period of time, these things you don't get to realize just when you start getting to know the person. So over the time I realized always had a negative approach towards everything and very panic stricken, always in the panicky situation. Over the period of time I saw myself getting irritable, getting anxious, thinking always about negative outcome even before the experiment is done, and I was just thinking, what is going on? Whenever I used to interact with this person, it always used to elicit this kind of anxiety in me. Her supervisor was not very supportive to her, so always she used to keep removing her frustration, her fears with others. Kind of rubbed off on me. I also started panicking and getting negative. And once I limited my contact with her, I found myself a lot calmer, a lot happier. Each one speaks as per their own capacity. Whenever any kind of presentation is there or any kind of seminar is there, some people start panicking. Some people start panicking after seeing others panic. It's quite important to limit yourself from people who are these kind. Everyone speaks out of their capacity. You know your capacity and whether you can manage things or no. But sometimes when you are around such kind of people, your opinions about yourself get colored. Hi, this is Atya here. Welcome to PhDpreneur, where we discuss about PhD and mindset and everything in between. So today's video would be bad advices that I've received during PhD, before PhD. You can call it as 5 myths also, because these things are not true at all. Just because in some cases these things are true does not mean that in other cases it would be true as well. Okay, so PhD is such a journey that everyone's topic is different. Even if they are working in the same lab, their struggles would be different. It's advisable not to have a blanket statement and use it for everything. So without further ado, let's start with today's assumptions. I don't know who said this to me, but there is a general assumption that you have to compromise your self-respect. I have seen students even taking care of their supervisor's grocery, getting stuff from tailors. I don't know why this happens only in PhD, and this is promoted as a kind of training, which is not true. Ultimately, even if you say no and even if you move out, you will be respected for that decision. If you stay, know that you are tough and you should not be messed up with. Before joining PhD, I was working as a lecturer. I was told to go part-time rather than full-time, but I always wanted to do a full-time PhD. Yes, it does take some time to get used to the environment, but that in no way means that you are too old to go back to school. If the institute is good, if the university wherever you are working is good, then it doesn't take a lot to make that transition. At the end of the day, it's your PhD and you have to decide whether it is part-time or full-time. Nobody should have an opinion regarding it unless you ask for it, because your capacity you know. As I said earlier, many people pass judgments based on what their belief system is, but it should not alter yours. This belief was there earlier that nobody reads your thesis, so copy paste from anywhere, but your job is done. In earlier days, it used to be like that. Thesis used to be there in the cupboard and nobody used to have a look at it. But now, in the age of this present electronic media, and there are softwares to check plagiarism, so it's best to be safe on your side. Go through everything before it is published. Once your thesis is written, it is subject to scrutiny from everyone. People will read it. Whoever is in that domain, they will definitely read it. You need not suffer. I don't know from where this has come. We have our get-togethers, we have a social life. I have said this in my previous videos also. You are doing PhD. You are not going in the jail. As long as you are working in the lab, give that time fully. but once you are out of it, you are free to pursue your personal life. There are these moments of frustration and self-doubt. Maybe I should make a video about it, about feelings of insecurity, low feelings, frustration. You don't have to die for your PhD. You are here to finish your PhD, not to become a martyr. It doesn't make sense in these kinds of philosophies. I see this with even modern supervisors. If you have to work long hours, best to go to McDonald's, not work in the lab, because sometimes you will, timing and what kind of duration you put in, it doesn't matter. I may work long hours, but the result I may get may be very insignificant. So it does not matter over there. Best is to plan things out, execute what is required, focus on getting results. So that's all I wanted to share during today's video. I hope you have found it useful. Till the next time,